But we are live. Welcome, you guys. My YouTube family. Let's wait a little bit until we get some people in here. Got a little legit setup today. All right. Let's just talk about it today. We're going back to basics. How to start a photo booth rental company in the year 2024. We're going to go through it. Whoever liked the live, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Was that you, Monse? No. We got someone, hate when I miss the live. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get this light closer. All right, let's just dive right into it. I'm not even going to wait for anyone to join. Let's just do it. So, to me, it's apparent, right? How to start a photo booth business in today's day and age. This is even like useful information for anyone that is already in the business. Maybe there are some steps you missed, right? So I actually made a live. Yes. Let me get the bell too. So this isn't just for those that are new, right? Like this is for everybody. And this is for you. Thank you for tuning in. So step one, it's obvious. Equipment. It all starts off with the equipment, right? Your photo booth, your iPad, if you're going iPad, your 360 booth, whatever type of photo booth you're doing, equipment is first. I see way too many people skip these steps. They want to start building their websites, and it's like, you guys, get your equipment, master your software. Very important. I am not like a tech savvy person too, like, right? Like whatever that word means, I'm not like super, how can I say it? Like, I mean, I understand the software. Hi.
Hi. Do you need an appointment?
Yeah, you do.
You do?
But did you guys come, did you want to come in?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I was just looking into like to buy a photo booth.
Yeah.
But I can make an appointment.
Yeah, it's a process, just because, like, you know, it's not just like one question.
Okay.
It's usually like a handful, so that way if you schedule an appointment, we can like show you the software and all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me hand you a card though. We have a so it would be, sometimes it's usually like a 30-minute process. So if you want to just schedule it there
Okay.
on the website. Cool.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye. Okay. All right. The door closing always gets me. Sorry. So you guys witnessed it. It's live. We are by appointment only, and then again, it's just because it is a process. If I allowed everyone to just randomly come in, it would be chaotic. So, how to start? Get your equipment, master your software, right? You have to know the software. If you don't know the software, it will be apparent. The whole experience just won't be at its full potential. Meaning, if you don't know your software, okay, well, how are your camera settings, right? What do your templates look like? You know, there's certain things that have to be known on the software. You just have to master it, and it doesn't take much. If you're using LumaBooth as your software, if you give yourself 3 hours, you can know pretty much everything you need to know. So the more you know, the better position you'll be in, right? So you have your equipment, you've learned your software, now you can do some free events. It's a hard thing to hear, but I'm telling you, the free is the way to go. Free is, look, it's going to kickstart your business, right? Let's just say you get your equipment, you know your software, you're able to do 4 events for free. Those 4 events should lead to paid work. Those 4 events should be enough content for you to have, right? And content for your website, photos, videos, content for your social media accounts, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. And Instagram is probably the most important social media of them all. I think my wife even mentioned this today, like, out of all of our social media platforms, Instagram is the one where we're getting the most bookings. And now, once you have everything built, your website, you have your social media accounts, this is the foundation of your business, right? So let's just talk about it like this. A lot of people don't understand when I use these words like foundation, right? I'm talking in like real estate terms. It means your foundation is not just the foundation, but it's the building, it's everything. I'm referring to like, what do people see when they want to rent from you? Like, what is the avenue? What is what are they seeing? And it's your Instagram and it's your website. It's your Google My Business profile. If you're promoting yourself on Yelp, it's your Yelp. And the better that is, the higher chances you are going to have to close these leads. So I keep telling everyone, just focus on building the foundation. And a mistake a lot of photo booth owners make when they start, you guys, it is not having a strong foundation. Just because you build an Instagram page, that's not enough. You have to post a lot of content, and do not schedule posts if you just made your Instagram and you have 15, 20 followers. Load that thing up, get obsessed. I call it the 3 swipe rule, right? And I'll go here on Instagram and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so look, of course, it's downloading. I'll just show you. So 3 swipe rule. You're on your Instagram page. You want to swipe, and the content will scroll. It'll slow down. It stops. You want to do it a second time. Same thing. You'll see more content. It stops. And then a third time, you want it to go and then stop and still see content. This is a rule of thumb because most people will stalk your social media accounts. So if you only have 5 to 6 posts, you know what that's going to tell the person that is looking at your business? That you're a rookie, you don't take it serious, or you just it's just like a business that's no longer in business, right? Like you started and you quit. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the ways to make this business successful. And this is why I can say this with confidence, because you guys, I'm like low-key a dumbass. I'm not like super book smart. I wouldn't feel confident to hop on here if I didn't feel like this was a simple process. I would never make a video or hop on live talking about something that was super complicated. And it is not complicated. Build your foundation, right? Make it look like you've been in business longer than just 4 free events. Then you just start promoting your business. It is literally that easy. Just promote, right? You know, you already have the confidence. You've done the events. You have the foundation, and you just got to promote. And you're just literally telling, the world, like, hey, this is our business. This is what we do. And you could do that through the marketing. Could be through organic Instagram, right? And organic TikTok videos. You can run ads on TikTok. You can run ads on Instagram. You can run ads on Facebook. You can run ads on Google. Or let's just say you don't want to spend any money, right? Which you should be in a position where you have a little bit of money to invest. But let's just say, Drew, I don't want to put any more money into my business. Bet. You don't have to. You're going to have to network. So if you're not going to spend money, you're going to have to spend time. I personally think the networking is what's going to take you the furthest. The saying goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I think going together is the way to go. So the more relationships you have with other photo booth companies, venues, wedding planners, event coordinators, DJs, you just can't have enough friends in this business, right? So that would be it. And it's that simple. Now you just literally, after everything I just said, we'll go through it one more time. Buy your equipment, master your software, right? Third is do the 4 free events, at least 4. So booth, software, free events, build your foundation, market your business. That's 5 steps. And step number 6 is figure out where you're getting your leads. You figure out which form of marketing has worked the best for you, and you double, you triple, you quadruple down on that. Some people have this philosophy like where they say like, hey, work on your flaws, right? Or what you're good at. Work at what you're not good at. I don't believe in that. My saying is, if you are finding results one way, put all your chips on that. Instead of trying to, like, let's just say you're running ads on Facebook, right? Let's just say, we'll just talk in terms of running ads. If you're running ads on Facebook and Instagram and also Google, and you look back, right, in a month and you say that 80% of your leads came from Instagram ads, and maybe the 10% is Facebook and the other 10% is Google, well, some person would say like, oh, make your Instagram or make the Google ads more, how can you say it? Like, filter down on the Instagram, the Google ads, and make the Google ads better so they work. I would say you're just better off just stopping the other two and just putting all of your money on what's been working. That's just, to me, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm just a firm believer, like, just focus on what works. And it's different for everybody. You know, one of my mentors, this guy from Canada, this guy gets 90% of all of his new leads come from Google. Just Google. You have Innocent, right? He's running his photo booth out of Texas. All of his leads, last time I talked to him, he said it was Facebook. And then from us, a lot of our new leads come from Instagram or referrals, but we're just talking about like new leads. So just focus on what's working for you guys. EUC Vibes, what's up, bro? Sal P. Jr., what's up, Sal? EQ Vibes, I have 106. Wait, did I say 106,000 Instagram followers on EUC? Too bad it's not photo booth. Hey, man, that's so impressive. That's really, really impressive, man. Shout out to Thomas from EUC Vibes. Love it, love it, love it. But that's it, man. There's not much to this. It's a simple, I think we broke it down to 6 steps. Just 5, but the 6th step is just kind of really expanding on what's working. And look here too, like if you guys are in a position, let's just say you've started your business is going great, and you know, the one thing I see a lot of photo booth owners do is when they start seeing success, they take their foot off the pedal a little bit. Meaning, I've seen plenty of people start running ads on Google and it's working. They're getting so many bookings, they're booked for the next 3 months, so they turn their ads off because they notice that like all of the leads they're getting are for days that they're overbooked. That is a huge mistake. You want to get to a point to where this is happening, and if your cost per customer is very cheap, let's just say under 20 bucks, and all of your bookings that are coming from these leads are double bookings, it's a perfect time to either get your second booth or start white labeling your events. This is my thing here. Like, if it's costing you $20 per new customer, right? There's like a business term for this, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? A cost acquisition or whatever. If it's only 20 bucks and you know you have a photo booth owner that you can give these events to where you can make 100 or 150 and keep the lead, why not do that? Shoot, if your cost per event is $100 and you can find another company to do that event for you and you make no money, I'd still say that's worth it. Because you guys, white label, white label, white label, white label. Let's talk about it. What the hell is white labeling? White labeling is when, if I get booked for an event, right? Or if I have a lead, I have another photo booth company work that event for me under my company name. I keep all the leads that come out of it. My info is on the template. They're basically employees for me for that event. I pay them their rate. I can make a little commission or I can make nothing. And you're probably wondering like, well, why would I do this if I'm not making any money? People are sleeping on how many repeat customers we get from first-time photo booth bookings. That one event, right, that you have this person do can end up in 1 year being 3 or 4 other different events at different times. When people find photo booth companies, when people find DJs, when people find taco catering, and you do a good job, they stick with you. It is the most underrated thing in the world, the power of a lead. I honestly almost shed a tear every time I hear somebody say, oh, I had to turn down a job because I was already booked. That is so much missed opportunity. The fastest way to go broke is to underestimate the power of all future bookings from a lead. It's the quickest way. I in my mind, and every time I get an opportunity to do an event, like a new lead, I don't treat it like 500 bucks. Like that's on average how much we're making per event, right? I treat it as if it's 5 other events just in that year, because most of the times it is. You get hired to do someone's graduation, right? A mom hires you, their son is graduating high school or college. You do that. Guess what? 2 years later, maybe he gets engaged, or maybe later that year, they hire you for something else. Maybe it's not 5 events. Maybe it's 2 events a year or 1 event a year. But long term, it's going to set you guys up for success. Love it, love it. Great advice. Go all in on what's working. EUC vibes, white label, and keep the lead. The lead is gold. Facts. Facts, 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 facts. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, like, if you do free events, it should and it will lead to paid work. Yeah. So let me know. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you guys want us to talk about here, or something you guys had happen recently? I don't want these lives just to be straight up like me giving you guys gems, but if you guys just want to open up about anything, I'd love to hear about your guys' events, what's going on in your guys' world. Brad Bud is saying, I'm learning. Good information. What's up, Brad? So, in this business, there are a lot of things and like tips and tricks that I could teach you guys to do. But like, if you can learn anything and take anything away from what I want to get across, it is leads in your business. Leads is the solution to every problem, because a lead is a customer. Well, they're not even a customer yet, right? It's a potential customer trying to get information. The more leads you have as a photo booth owner, the better you will be. It is the answer to all your problems. Is it slow? Okay, more leads. More leads equal more customers. More customers equal more money. And that's why we're in business, right? So, you know what's a great way to get more leads? Is to never turn down an event. I don't care if someone calls you and they want a 360 booth and you only have an iPad booth. You know how easy it is to pick up the phone and find a local 360 photo booth owner that is willing to work with you? Somebody just as hungry as you were when you first started? Like, never turn it down. Never. And look, you should right now, I encourage everyone watching this today, if you don't have a 360 booth, find somebody local to you that does. If you don't have a DSLR booth and you only have an iPad booth, find someone local to you that has a DSLR booth. Have these people in place ahead of time. Don't wait until you get that 360 call, because that is a recipe for disaster. I do want to make that clear. Get it done before. And who knows, maybe you find someone that has a 360, you know, you like what they do. Again, look, how are you? Okay, this is a good thing I mentioned this. If you look on Instagram and you find somebody that has a 360 photo booth, obviously you should go to their Instagram. You can see their work. The way you're finding the 360 booth to network with is most likely the same process other people are going to use to find you. So stalk them on Facebook or Instagram, see their work, and pick up the phone. You don't have to meet them in person, but if you're serious about your business, I highly recommend you be like, hey, we would love to work with you. You know, you'll be our go-to 360 guy. Maybe you hop on a Zoom call, or if, you know, but like, just be careful who you're working with. All right, we got some questions here. EUC vibes, Honeybook or Check Cherry. I'm Team Honeybook. I know Check Cherry is more geared towards photo booths, if I remember correctly, but I think that Honeybook just has a couple more small features, and Honeybook's customer service is by far top notch. Like, everything you need, like, there's just a few clicks and writing them a message away. They're really, really quick. And we got the Rocket Yoshi. Had my very first free event book me yesterday for their wedding. It all comes back around. Bro! W, guys, please, if you're watching this, W in the chat for my man Yoshi. That's the proof. Look, and that's your first free event. Like, you give it time. That free event you did that's going to lead to that wedding, you're going to get bookings from that wedding. And that wedding that you did, right, you got those extra bookings that are going to happen, you're going to get more bookings from that. And that's why I say, like, think of it like this, you guys. It's literally like a web. One free event can lead to one paid one. Then that paid one can lead to two. Then from these two, 3, 4, like, over time it stacked up. And that's why I can say this with confidence. You know, being in the rental business for like 10 years now, I can literally look back and track down where these leads are coming from, and I'm looking back so far, you know. So don't sleep on the power of an event. I love you guys. W's in the chat, love it. Bree, What are some of the best things to put in the contract? I'm working on mine now. Oh, I could, yeah, just like EUC Vibes said, we sell the contracts, Bree. Oh, okay, so you said something, okay. I know, but I also do face paint rentals, so I wanted my contract to be both for my photo booth rentals and face paint rentals. That's a bad idea. I don't think that's a good idea. You're mixing up two things, and I think it's a good idea to have separate. And if you end up getting booking for both, you can have them sign one contract specifically for the face painting and one for the photo booth and have it separate. But I can't help you if you're asking advice for face painting on a contract. I don't know if I can help you. But if you need a solid photo booth contract, if you want to order it now, I will go to my website and drop the price for you, $50. I love doing this live because you're actually here. We can chat. So if you want to take me up on that, the price is $150, but I will drop it down to $100 for you. Just let me know. Just put yes, and I'll go ahead and do that for you. I love that EUC. That's great. Upsell both. W. Hello. I watched your videos. It's great. How do you get bookings from one event? Do I give them business cards? So you're asking how to get bookings from an event. This is how you do it. You go to your event with a baseball bat. That baseball bat should have spikes on it. And when they use your photo booth, pick up the bat like this and say, do you want to hire me for your event? If they say no, you got to give it like a fake swing. And then if they say yes, you put the bat down and you take the booking. Or what you can do, jokes aside, this is what you actually do. If you're doing a free event, right? Because I'm not sure if you're talking about from a free event. Because, okay, the way you would get bookings from a free event versus a paid event is a little bit different. If it's free, the terms need to be in your favor. So look, if I'm going to do a free event, the guests can only share their photos via email. Because I am going to use every single email address or every single person that put their info in to market. And I personally don't like marketing via SMS. I like to market via email. It's a lot easier. So emails only. That's it. No QR codes because there's no data there. No airdropping. Email only. I will also only do free events where there's a lot of people. It's a numbers game. Remember, the more leads, the better your business is. So what do you think your odds are of getting a booking if there's a 30-person party versus 150 people? That's how I see it. So if you're doing email marketing for the free event, you take all of those emails, then what you do, you send out one giant email to everybody. Hey, thanks for being at the wedding. We want to offer you guys XYZ if you book your photo booth rental today. Deposit is XYZ. Let us know if you'd like to take us up on this offer, but only valid today. Put some pressure on them. I see way too many photo booth owners, and then this is difficult for a lot of people, but put the pressure on them. Let them know, hey, we will most likely be fully booked, and this offer is only valid today. All you have to do is reserve it with this. Any questions, call me at 555-555. You got to do that. You got to do that because if you don't put the pressure on people, sometimes they may, I'll book them 3 months from now. Well, yeah, you can book me 3 months from now, but you're not going to get this sweet deal. So, Michael's saying, I did the QR code as a magnet. Saw the QR code idea here. Yep, love it. The QR code thing is genius. I used to make a Lucille spiked bat. I sold 100 of them on Etsy. That's crazy. 100 bats? Awesome. I got to do the same. The booth is magnetic. Oh yeah, guys, the QR code is a game changer. Because again, I'll just tell you guys here again. I think I might have one here. Let me just show you. Just to show you like how it would work. So on your photo booth, right? A lot of people think when I say QR code, I'm talking about on the software. I'm talking physically on your photo booth, a QR code that says get a quote or scan me. So even though I have my prices on my website, we will still, look, some people might think this is a little intrusive, but this is how important every single lead is. We're going for it here. So they scan that QR code, takes them to a page on our website where it's get a quote. They need to give me just 4 things: their name, phone number, email address, date of event. That's all. I'm not bombarding them with 1,000 questions. That's it. So if they're at an event, they just use the photo booth, right? Look here, let me just give you a visual. Boom, they use the photo booth. Oh, this is so much fun. Like even if you're not even there, like this is why it's powerful, right? They're like, oh, this was great. I would love to have something like this at my party. Oh, check it out, get a quote. They're gonna scan it. Then they're gonna give me the information. Then the following day, this is where the money is made, you guys. Check this out. This is high, like, to me, I think this is next level stuff here. So think about this. You have the next day, every event, you can have anywhere from 10 to 15 leads. If there's 150 or 200 people, that is not uncommon. If it's a smaller party, maybe you just have 5. But what you do is the next day, you email the first person, right? Pricing of everything. Pricing of option 1, if you have a digital booth, if you have a print package, if you have a 360, prices, breakdown of everything. Then below that, you should have proof of the pudding, meaning reviews. If you have any reviews, post a couple reviews. Hey, this is what this person said about us. This is what this person said. Also, if you've done testimonials, put that testimonial there. So if your photo booth was at a wedding and or a graduation, whatever, just put some testimonials. If you don't have any testimonial videos, the next event you do, get one. So if I get hired, let's just say this Saturday I got hired to do a wedding. If the bride or the groom use the photo booth, it's going to be very uncomfortable. But I'm telling you, this is a golden piece of content. Let's just say right here, my hand is the bride. I'll say, they just use the booth. I'm like, hey, Jenna, are you okay if I just ask you a couple questions here just to promote us? It'll literally take 20 seconds. Yeah, sure. Hey, this is Drew. I am with Jenna. Jenna just got married, and she's using our photo booth that we provided for her wedding. Jenna, what do you think about the photo booth? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's amazing. I can't believe how much fun this is. Jenna, how easy was the process to book the photo booth? It was so easy. You guys made it super, super easy for me. Jenna, would you recommend our photo booth to anyone that's having a party, a wedding, or anything? Yes, absolutely. I love it. All right, Jenna, thank you so much. That's it. It is helpful for people to see other people enjoy it. Think about this, guys. How often do we go to Yelp to look for reviews for restaurants? Has there ever been a time where you saw a page that didn't have any reviews and probably didn't want to go? So reviews are powerful. So email, prices, and then below it, I call it sending them ammunition. Is that what you say? Ammunition? I will send them stuff that they're not even needing or asking for. They just requested prices, but I'm giving them more stuff to look at because a lot of people just shop on price, and I know I'm not the cheapest photo booth, so I have to send them other things to help my case. There you go. That's what I'm saying. So I send out that email, right, from the get a quote QR code. I wait 10 minutes. 10 minutes pass. Guess what? I also have their phone number because that was one of the things that they had to give me. I give them a call. Hey, Joe, this is Drew. I saw that you wanted some more info on our photo booths. I just emailed you 10 minutes ago. Did you have a chance to look at it? Most of the time, they're going to say no. Not a problem. Do you have a minute? I want to just really quick give you the prices and then also throw you a really sweet deal. Does that sound like something we could do? Joe, yeah, absolutely. All right, Joe. So perfect. He pulls up the email. I'm literally going to read the email out to him so he can look at it and also hear it, which is an advantage because it's a lot easier for someone to understand something when they hear it and also see it. Then, right, I'm going to say, I also sent you some extra stuff like some reviews, some photos of our setup just in case, last night was a blur. You can remember what it looked like. But today I wanted to offer you this. I know you have an event coming up in September, and this is a deal that you can get today, just valid for today. If you book us today, I'm going to give you $150 worth of free upgrades. How does that sound? Oh, yeah, what upgrades? No problem. I'll give you the backdrop for free plus the extended online gallery. Or if you'd like, instead of the backdrop, we can give you the boomerang GIF and video feature. Just exclusively to you from booking today. And the deposit is only $99. You can pay the rest a week before the event if you want to pay electronically. Or if you want to pay us in cash on the day of the event, we can do that too. Does that sound fair? That's it. I try to make the deal so good. Think about how amazing this is. Wow, you're going to give me $150 with the free upgrades, and I only have to put $99 down? Okay, like, damn, I'd be an idiot to not say this, to do this. Or why would that guy want to wait? Why would he, if he wants a photo booth, he likes it. He already showed me he was interested by filling out the form on the QR code. So that's one powerful way. And if I were to not have the QR code and just have business cards out, I don't have any info. And I have to like hope that they call me or text me or email me. So the power of the QR code. Love it. Pressure is key. We got Eric. Hey Drew, I work for a school district. How to I take advantage of that opportunity? What strategies do I use? I don't know, man. It's a kind of a gray area because I mean you're already employed by them. I'm not quite sure if that will work, if they will allow you to hire your business. You know, I don't know if that's like a conflict of interest. So I don't know. That would be something you'd have to talk to the people that are working in your district. QR code magnet, love it. Do you recommend any iPad apps that for the email collection? Fiesta Pro charges $99 a month for that data. It's a little expensive. My friend, Luma Booth for $195 for the year. You get to use 2 devices. Luma Booth does all of that. All of those emails and phone numbers captured is included in the Luma Booth price. If you want to get Luma Booth using my sign up link, you guys, $195 for the year. That's the discount that they gave us for our audience. You use that, you sign up for the year, you paid for it, then you message me. I will get you into the Photo Booth 101 Luma Booth group chat. Almost 300 users in that chat. So you can literally go for help, right? Friday night, something is troubling you, you don't know how to do something, you're at an event, you're freaking out, go to the group chat. Or if you just have a question about the software before the events, go to the group chat. Yeah, we also throw special offers for the people in the Luma Booth group chat. So if we have like a overstock, sometimes I'll get some too many backdrops and we'll have them on sale. That is on the group chat there. So send me an email if you want to get, even if at a later time, photobooth101info@gmail.com. I'll send you the sign up and discount link for Luma Booth. If you buy it for the year, you'll get it $195. Just sign up, then email me again, just saying, Drew, hey, I used the link. What's the group chat? So send me an email for the link for the Luma Booth group chat. I'm sorry, the link for the Luma Booth sign up and discount. Photo Booth 101 info. That's the word photo, the word booth, BOOTH 101, the numbers, right? 101, and then info info@gmail.com. Okay, all right. So love it, man. My man Thomas. Eric is saying I asked before and it's not a conflict. Then you'd probably just have to talk to who's ever in charge of running the events and see if there's a budget for it. So sometimes for these school events, maybe they may already have the budget allocated, and then I would just work with whoever's in charge of booking it and just dealing with them. I mean, there's nothing I can really tell you here because it is a relationship-based thing. So I'm not sure if you had any strategies. Strategies would be, you already know them, they can trust you. Another strategy could be to make it easier for them and try to find out what you would need as a vendor before even approaching them, just to make that process easy. And that's it, man. I mean, you already got your foot in the door, Eric. That's like half the battle. What's up, DJ Real? What's up? Is the Luma Booth deal just for new users? Yes. It has to be a new account that's created to do that deal. So yes, it is for new users. Edwin, Top Gear. Great info. What are your thoughts on the Salsa photo booth? It will be my first booth. You asked me, so I'll tell you. My wife doesn't like when I talk about it, but I'll be honest. It's a beautiful looking booth. I think it's outdated. It's my own personal opinion. But look, this is the Deluxe Duo. Cheaper booth, by the way, too. You can rotate. Super easy access to the iPad with the key and lock mechanism. So check it out, just like that. You get the iPad in and out. So there's a key to make it easy. Right? Put it back. 0 tools required for this booth. In our travel case, I mean, you asked me my thoughts about their booth, and I'm telling you about mine. So, their booth, it doesn't rotate, which if you have a photo booth and you're using a software that allows you to do a landscape photo, to me, it's a no-brainer. And photo booths now should rotate. Also, you can also have it upgraded to fit the new 13-inch iPads. Last time I checked, they only allow you to use the 12.9. They don't make any new 12.9s anymore, right? They moved to the 13-inch. So with ours, you can use the new fitting. And we have I mean, I can only compare it to our booth, but you can use the mini adapter to make it a mini booth. I think with their booth, you can make it a smaller booth as well. But doesn't rotate. I don't know what they're gonna do about the new iPad. And our travel case has 4 wheels. You don't need to pull it around or drag it around. You literally treat it like a piece of luggage. Just like that. Look, you see how we have the backdrop on top of it? Like, the freaking case is clutch. And this booth is, I believe, $600, $800 cheaper than theirs. It costs too much. It's expensive, but to be honest with you, I know this might be a surprise. I don't think their booth costs too much. It is $800 more expensive than ours, I believe, but like, I mean, look, they are a great company. They have great customer service. They have great marketing material. However, I think that marketing material is a blessing, but also a curse, because they give you content to use. And I don't know if it's exclusive content, but I'm gonna assume it's not, meaning that everyone else has access to those same photos. I do not want a business to have the same content I'm using. I've heard stories of people in the same market using the same for photographs, and that's an issue. Because if I'm shopping for a photo booth and I run into 2 companies with the same photos, I'm gonna think I'm getting scammed or something is up. So I always encourage people, and I honestly, I'm guilty. We did have marketing material for people at first, and I just realized, I was like, look, I don't wanna create lazy photo booth owners. Organic content is the best, and posting photos that you have already of your content is gonna make you a lazy operator. And also, the best content you guys can post for your business is content with you in it. Be a part of your brand. You're a small business. Act like it. When you post professional grade photos of your booth being used, it screams corporate. It screams big company. Like, the benefit of doing business with a small business is you get to deal with the people. So you should be taking photos, right? Like this at your next event. This is a great post to post on Instagram and pin it. A photo with your booth on like this. And then in the caption it says, "My name's Drew. I absolutely love the photo booth business, and this is why we created Drew's Photo Booth Company, to give you guys a personal experience from somebody that loves this business, has been in business this long, the XYZ." That is my 2 cents. That is my 2 cents. And I know we could sell a lot more photo booths if I gave you guys the free content, but the last thing I want is one person to say, hey, like, this has been an issue for me. So, what is your booth called? This is the Deluxe Duo, the only deluxe booth you can get. And people are gonna tell you, like, hey, I can get this exact model somewhere else. You cannot. It's exclusive for Photo Booth 101. Also the software is expensive. Yeah, I've heard some people having some issues. I saw something in a forum today that there are some issues. I guess they changed it to Fiesta, and someone was having an issue where, I don't know, it was doing something. But I always think it's a great idea to pick a software, master it, and it's not a bad idea to browse around and learn a second one. You just don't know. It's out of your control. So yeah, it is expensive. $99 a month. Luma Booth is $195 for the year. And that's with 2 devices. So for all my go-getters and all my hustlers here that are like, you know what, I want to be like Drew. I want to end up with 12, 15 photo booths, 20 photo booths. It's going to help you on that process. And your second booth will be the hardest one for you to get and to get rented out. I know that because we went from 1 to 12 in 1 year. And the second one was the hardest because it's the first of you expanding and becoming an above average photo booth owner. So it's the hardest one. But luckily with Luma Booth, you don't have to pay extra for software. Yes, you have to buy a second booth. Yes, you have to buy more extension cords. Yes, you have to buy another iPad. But software is not something you have to pay for at a monthly or yearly basis. Deluxe booth is his. Appreciate you, Michael. Thank you. Thunder 360 booth, get Drew's. You'll get more shell, backdrop, contract, and tips. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Thunder 360 booth. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, I mean, I think someone told me a few days ago, like, hey Drew, you should probably promote Photo Booth 101 more. Some people are hopping, learning from you, and they don't even know you sell equipment. So here it is. We do sell equipment. This is the best photo booth you can get. The Duo has everything that I think an iPad photo booth needs to have. There was previous versions of this booth, and I worked extremely hard and extremely one-on-one with our manufacturer to get this booth evolved. This is it. I don't think this booth can get any better. The only way maybe that we can improve on this photo booth would maybe to get the travel case a little bit lighter. It is a little on the heavy side, but if we do that, there's a possibility of damage when you have things that are light, less protection. But other than that, as far as functionality goes, you can rotate. You can get easy access to the iPad with the lock and key. Literally zero tools. Look, to set up this photo booth, there's just 9 of these thumb screws. You got to just use 9 of these. It's that quick. No screwdriver, no Allen wrench, just 9 of these thumb screws. And if you want to make adjustments like tilt, you just loosen the sides, you tighten them up, and then you can tilt. So this is the peak high level photo booth here. And also too, you got a blank canvas here, look. So if you want to throw a QR code, you can get a custom magnet made and you can slap it right here. Yeah, you know what? I think we're close. We're gonna hit 30,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm gonna do a giveaway for the people on TikTok, so please make sure to follow us there. Photo Booth 101 on TikTok. We're so close. I don't know what I'm gonna give away. Maybe some props, maybe a backdrop kit. So Drew's booth rotates. That's important for new iPads. Absolutely. Look, the importance of rotating, right? The new 13-inch iPads, right? The ones that are replacing the 12.9, the camera is on the side. So if your photo booth doesn't rotate and you end up throwing the new iPad in there, this is an awkward position for a camera. So if you can rotate, now look, it's right here in the center. So Thomas is absolutely right. EUC vibes. So far, Luma Booth has all the features needed for the price. Absolutely. And Luma Booth doesn't have all the features though, right? Like if you want the new tech where it turns you into a Barbie and all of this AI stuff, you're not going to get that with Luma Booth. However, let's be realistic here. Do you like those features, or do the customers that want to pay you? Most of those customers don't even know about the AI stuff, nor do they want it, right? They want a photo booth that's going to take photos, maybe some GIF, boomerang video recording, but all that extra stuff, most people don't even know about it. I can't even tell you the last time someone was like, hey, I want this AI feature. Just for us, it doesn't happen. Maybe if you're doing like corporate events, like corporate activations, maybe, but for weddings, quinceañeras, birthday parties, graduation parties, they just want a photo booth, and you can get that. You can definitely get that with Luma Booth. Also, I mean, let's just do the numbers here, right? If you're gonna use that one app someone mentioned, that's $99 a month. In 1 year, let's just round up, right? Let's just call it $100 a month. That's $1,200 in a year you're spending for your photo booth, for the software, for something I think that's honestly not even as good as Luma Booth. For Luma Booth, using our sign up link, $195 for the year, but that's with 2 devices. So it's double the value. That's $1,000 saved, plus the option to use a second device. So I don't know, man. To me, it's a no-brainer for sure. And you guys, I'm not a Luma booth employee. I don't own the software. They do give us an affiliate link for us to give you guys, but like, I'm still gonna hop on here and tell you the truth. Like, I could sit here and say that it's not a perfect software. There is some things in there that I would change, but like for the most part, it's the best option for you when you're starting off. If you grow your business and you got clients and you're making a really, really decent living, then yeah, I would say like, then you can use a different software to maybe branch out and get those corporate companies that do want the AI stuff. But like for the most part, you don't need it. I'm liking Drew's DigiBooth. Love it, man. Love it, love it, love it. Where can you guys see the bell? Can you see it here? Yeah. Thunder 360 photo booth. Drew, quick question. Do you limit photos taken kids under 8 years, or have the clause in a contract? Would like to know your feedback. Great question. For me, it is in the contract. I think it is. Well, the wife is the one that does the contracts. It is. I'm pretty sure it is, but the contracts that we sell, it's not in there because it's not like a common thing. We will add it in the contract if it is like, how can I explain this? If it is like a party that has like a lot of people, and there's always a way around this too, where you could also recommend them a second booth. I'd have to double check. Let me ask. Monta. No, she's working. It would be a good rule of thumb to have it in your contract, to be honest with you, but it's not something that is necessarily needed. But for us, we refuse to let kids, whether it's in the contract or not, we refuse to let kids that are underage to be there and use the booth without an adult. So I don't even think you need a contract for that. That is literally common sense, right? So there's times where if we're there, obviously that's the only time I can police it, but if I'm not there, it will most likely happen, right? That's one of the negatives of doing a drop-off or a pickup. But if it's a kid, I'll tell them, like, hey, if you want to use this, you need an adult, unfortunately. And if they continue to use the booth, some of these kids are little badass kids, don't like to listen to grown-ups, I turn the ring light off. Or I'll take the iPad and then I'll put it on sleep. We're not babysitters here, you guys. Don't ever feel like you're obligated to watch somebody's kids. That's what we're not. We're not, this isn't daddy daycare, you know? It's a photo booth, it's a business, and I don't know about y'all, but I don't feel comfortable alone with other people's kids. I'm a 6'3" man, and if I was a woman, it'd be different, but in today's day and age, I don't want no questions, I don't want nothing happening where it could be looked bad at me, and I know I'm walking a thin line here, but no, my answer is no kids can use the photo booth, and if I'm at an event, and I'm setting up, and I notice there's a lot of kids, I will just, again, remind the client, just like, hey, just letting you know this booth is for everybody, but if there's kids, the kids need to be with adults. Especially, you guys, especially if you're in an area where other people are not. Like if there's a hall, right, where everyone is having a party, sometimes they may put you in a room that's not even visible to anyone else. And that is a really weird place to be in when you're in an area where where you're kind of alone, and then there's a bunch of kids. Because here's the thing, the kids are just drawn to the photo booth. The lights are on, there's props, and in a kid's eyes, it's a toy, right? Like if you have a hammer, like a Thor hammer, they're not looking at it as a prop. They're going to look at it as a toy. Or a lightsaber. They're going to grab it, they're going to start playing, and they're going to start swinging. And yeah, man, I mean, I could talk about this all day. So that's our solution, is no kids unattended. And if you tell the kids they need an adult, you know what's funny? They never come back. Because if their parent is willing to leave them alone with a stranger, right, while they go drink or do whatever, they're probably not going to take the time to bring the kid back. They're usually just going to tell the kid, okay, well, don't go over there, or they'll just ignore them. It's unfortunate. Yeah. So. Definitely. Yeah, it honestly, it's not a bad idea to add that into your contract. It's really not. Please, no unattended children sign. Sounds rude, but if not, you will be a babysitter. But here's the thing, though. It's a useless sign to have. 100%. Because most of the time, like, the parents will never show up to the booth with their kid. The kids just get drawn to it. So having a sign that says no attended kids, like kids aren't gonna read that. But I like the way you're thinking though. Totally agree, needs to be upfront with future clients. Yep. Be transparent. Absolutely. That's the best thing you can do. And look, if your client gets upset because you refuse to let unattended children, right, use your booth, those aren't people you want as clients. Trust me, every single time we've had to say something, they always get it, especially if they're adults, right? Maybe if you're getting booked by like a 18-year-old, they may not understand what exactly, like why that's not a good thing for you, but most of the time they get it. They understand. So shout out. So we got 20 people in the live. We've been live for 50 minutes. This might be one of the longest ones we've had here. So I do want to offer, we offered this earlier, no one took me up on it. If you guys want to download the contracts that we mentioned, we have contracts available on our website at photobooth101.com. Literally 4 documents. 2 of them are agreements, also known as contracts. One is if you're doing a digital only event. The second one is if you're doing a print event. The other 2 documents are just bonus ones, like a booking form and a template form for you to get the info for your template. I can drop the price right now. It's currently on sale. It's typically $200. It's on sale for $150. But for the first 2 people here that want it, I will drop the price down another $50 to make it $100. I could do that for you guys. Just let me know. You just got to put yes. Let me know. If I see somebody put yes, I'll go in there and I'll do it. 919 is saying parents really need to watch their kids better. We DJ Saturday and we ran a 360 booth. Kids running around with the props and getting a 360, getting on the 360 unattended while we did the waltz and stuff. Yeah, man. And I'll be honest, the drop off literally helped me. Honestly, the drop off saved my photo booth business. I was getting burnt out. You do this, doing it for a very long time, and now when I do a drop off, I look at the gallery and I see like maybe a 30 photos taken, but like with kids in it, and I just I'm like, oh my god, like 30 photos. If I was there, like it would have just been like like that's why I love the drop off, man. I don't got to deal with none of that. Don't got to deal with the drunk idiots. So shout out to the drop off. I plan to start my photo booth next month. Based on your experience, do you recommend SEO market and social media ads to get your very first customer? No. Think of what you just said. You think you can run an ad without doing an event? Like, who's going to hire you? You have 0 experience. You have 0 photos, 0 reviews. You deserve nothing. Just being honest. So my recommendation is do 4 free events. Just consider yourself an intern here, right? 4 of them. 4. With this 4, you can get the content you need. You can get some reviews. So when someone is interested in giving you their hard-earned money, they have something to look at. Just because you have a photo booth doesn't mean you deserve anything. I would be pissed if I paid you to do my wedding and then I find out that this is your first event. First of all, you'd have to really trick me in order for that to happen. But like, do some events, get some experience, because you don't want your first event to be a client that could have ended up really changing the game for you. Because let's be honest here, if you're in this photo booth business, I know you can understand what I'm saying here, what I'm about to say. There are some clients that literally will give you a booking every other month, or if not every single month. There's some families, right? If we're just talking people, there's some families that are huge that have parties all the time. And it would be a mistake to screw that up because it's your first event and miss out on that opportunity. So remember, you guys, we have to think of these events not just like $500, but possibly maybe $500 every month or every other month. Michael's saying, did a digital drop off and kids were randomly texting pics to numbers. That is funny. It sucks, man. But, that's just one negative of the pickup. The drop off, you can't really control that. So I got to get going, guys. I actually have to go to UPS. So I'm going to end this here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tapping in. And again, don't forget to follow us on TikTok, photobooth101.com. So take care, guys. God bless. I'll see you soon.